Gia. It's me. Alright, so this is the fourth episode for this phase walkthrough. How the plugins work, FMing and Yata Mashata. We'll also discuss LFOs. LFOs can be used for these three things I noticed on Blofeld. Automation definitely being one of them. Of the PWM. Envelopes. How that works is when you don't set them to 100% key tracking, they're in envelope mode. And as a sound source, which I have shown way back when I first started doing this crap. You can set them as a sound source, like set LFO to a noise or a ring mod level, i.e., and there you go. But that's how that works. And looped envelopes, like loop all, you can consider that as an LFO as well, because what happens is it goes ADSR and then ADSR, blah, 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 it's in the loop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a LFO, up down. But as you make the release longer, it slows that looping type or LFO type of modulation down. We will show that. See, that's how you get the granular, and that's how you can operate this engine, just resonance engine or resonator, and the granular style of engines, because then you could jump through the type of bacteria that's resonating or harmonizing, and also the mosaic, because that looping function. And then depending on where you even have your pulse width setting at, it doesn't necessarily have to be at 0 in the bacteria grain or the mosaic grain, because it's like a mosaic image. It's like a bacterial image. Like you have the whole entire thing to play with. So pulse width does not, there's no real number to dictate really what you're doing, except for the polar opposites, which would be 0 and 127, which would kind of be like a phase type of thing, because I made it so you can kind of sort of get it into a phase distortion. I did every engine like that because that's what I wanted to do, so you guys can have more variation, more fun, and get more different types of sounds, because I told you sound is perceived noise. That's why you have filters. If it sounds crazy, throw a filter on it, you'll see, because this is what I'm saying. I have spent too much time with this. My name's Pygmalion, okay? I'm telling you that. This is what it is. I'm showing you that. The Pygmalion complex live in real life. Oh, it's Greek mythology? I'll show you that shit in reality. Ain't no dreams. I don't sell dreams, I sell realities. This is reality. I'm really in my house. I'm really doing this shit, okay? In my little punk ass apartment. I'm telling you that. Now, let's just reset it. Let's get into some stuff. Let's pull up the sine phaser. I'm going to let this synth do some talking here. We're going to do some ohms through this and stuff like that. I'll show you how to run this. Now, you can do this with both oscillators or just one, because if you run them silent, the oscillator silent with no volume, which I'm going to do now, I'm killing the volume on that. Alright? What you do is you go to filter. You set the filter 1 has to be a key tracking 100. Set to 59. Standard 8-foot. Turn up the resonance to 113, because that's the sustained ohm. 112 will be the percussive, like doom. Okay? Mod source should be set to poor man's drive, which is envelope 3 in this case, crank to 63. Envelope 3, decay and sustain should be at, decay and sustain should be at 0. I'm going a little too quick, the machine can't even keep up with me. Alright, now envelope 4, I'm going to set that to this looper, because I'm going to show you guys some stuff with that here in a minute. Oops. Alright, so make sure these filters are in serial. Second filter, first filter, key tracking 100, cutoff 59, resonance at 113, 112 is percussive, mod source envelope 3, amount crank 63. FM source should be LFO 1, 2, or 3, or any envelope. They will be loud. If you use the oscillator 1 through noise, so 1, 2, 3 in noise, it will be extremely low, and then you will have to add drive. However, we'll set the LFO because I don't feel like going to envelope. Take the second filter, key tracking to 100, cutoff 83 or 71-ish. Set the resonance to 36. Start the bandpass. Set the FM source to oscillator 1 because that is the patch cable. Okay. Wait, now you hear the sine wave. That's the filter oscillating. I'll bypass it if you don't believe me. That's the filter. Nothing has noise. Nothing has volume. 0. 0. Okay? If you don't believe me, I'll make it pop up. You can see it. Now, turn the bandpass back on. Plug in. There you go. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. I would call that electric piano sounding. Now what you do, take the FM source. Well, we didn't set anything up yet. Huh. We'll do something real quick. See, that's how you plug it in. That's how you do it. Now, what you do is from there is the footages. That's what you do. You mess with footages from here. But what's going on is this serial, you got the filters plugged into each other. Okay, then you have the output, which is the sum output, which is filter 2, plugged in the oscillator, which is like, that's how it works, is a feedback loop. When you run an ohm through an engine that is silent, and or with ring mod, that's what I call re-rock. It's like a feedback loop. That's how it works. It's kind of like looping itself. Okay, so when you plug this back in, and then you hit ring mod or FM. So I will hope you guys understand. I will hope you understand that. So now, if you want to bring out some full splendor, I would suggest amplitude envelope going to probably ring mod, because ring mod level is like a shortcut. You can control both oscillator volumes with ring mod because it is the sum level of oscillator 1 and 2, and it also is the sum frequency or pitch however it sounds of oscillator 1 and 2. So it's like patch cable is specifically for oscillator 1 and 2. Turn it up. See? Nasty tones out of this. You see? Done easy. Look, no mod matrix. That's all I said is the amplitude, the ring mod level. But I'm saying, look, listen. I'm the grandmaster of this shit. My name's Lou. Okay? I know sound. I know this. I'm showing you this. Let's play this through pulse. Let's go inversion. Let's go on an excursion. Let's run the ohm through it. You hear that? That's crazy. Well, yeah, it's really heavy, man. It's heavy stuff. I mean, that's to your, each to each their own, but see, when you put comb filter on, let me turn it down, might blow shit out. I mean, you can get your growling synth sounds out of this type of stuff right here. I wouldn't necessarily pick this, personally, but... It screams. It gets out of tune. We'll discuss LFOs in a deeper manner, in a deeper fashion on a later video. They control harmonics, they control a lot of different things when you apply them to certain things. And then when you apply them, then you might have to apply a change to FM or RM or whatever. You might have to change the foot in the oscillator because that dictates the RM sum. It's the sum of 1 and 2. Okay, I have it right here on the diagram card. I'm telling you this. I showed you guys that. We're going to get into looping envelopes. So let's loop it. Let's show you some loop shit. Loopy. So we'll turn back to whatever we have here. Random. Oops, saw. Oh well. Saw's the victim. Alright, envelope 4. Set envelope 4 to a loop. Loop all. Now what you do is you take the the release, you go to 0. And now what you also want to do when you go here, key track, you want to go plus 63 on the envelope 4 release. You're going to go to 2. You're going to say key track to envelope 4 release. You're going to go negative, crank. Right? Oops. Negative crank. Go to 3. Set key tracking to negative 32. So now it's balanced. And you set that to the decay or release of the envelope again. Go to envelope. This is what you do. Now how you get the octaves is to 12, 24, 36 type shit. Because we're going to inches. So 12 inches is a foot. And so on and so forth. 2 feet, 24, 3 feet, 36. You know, 4 feet, 48. You know, stuff like that. And yeah. So 5 foot 60, 72, 6, 8, or 7 is 84. 8 is 96. We're going by inches, man. Now, if you're up here, you want to go the opposite direction. Okay, so you're probably like, well, dude, how does it work? Well, I'll show you. Run something through it. Not doing anything special. Running a home through it. Little poor man's drive on it. You know, this is a blockbuster budget box. You gotta be broke if you're using it right. Whatever. This shit's a badass box. I'd rather have this than any other expensive. You know what? I do like the Quantum. Very enticed by it, intrigued. And I do like that Moog 1. That thing is, whew. That's what they should have did with the Quantum. Made a screen like that instead of wasting space and making a fucking touchscreen. That was stupid. Like, we don't need touchscreen on a fucking synthesizer, man. Make a high-res screen that let us see shit in high definition and see the wave movements to LFO and oscillator shape changing and pitch and all that length and shit. Let us see that. We don't need to touch screens and shit. That shit's stupid. I didn't even say I've been run 3, foolish. See, now the envelope's on loop. You go like that. But you probably want to turn that into this. Yeah, resonator. Get into stuff like this. Yeah, you can get noisy. And then you can move stuff around. We'll get into the looped envelopes and all that stuff later. It's fun stuff. It's real fun stuff, I'm telling you. Yeah, you get the hint. You get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, you could do a lot of stuff with this. That's the phase engine, and most everything is done in phase. Some things can't be. You'll see as I get into it more in depth. I hope you enjoyed this long little string of episodes. I hope it was very comprehensive for those who do not understand. You can increase the power of your Blofeld by like 100%, maybe 110, for measly, paltry $10 at the store to get your phase bundle pack containing over 100 items. And I will want to say roughly about 114. So therefore, you should get there and get smart and get the copping, because I'm telling you, when you plug this little basic ass bullshit in here and we get into play, you'll understand this. But there's like a hidden number code to this, and it's like too vast for any book. So I'll be doing consultation. If you have a Blofeld, you don't even know how to get the sauce, I got the sauce for you. I got the consultation. You know what I'm saying? You can get me for an hour, $20. I got you. If we can work out private tuition, if you need a scheduled time in a day or these certain days of the week, we can get that set up. We'll discuss rates on private tuition individually. I do have a life as well, so I'll have to schedule you in there like that. But I assure you that I am Buddha of this box, and I will humbly share the bloody book with you. The bloody book and all the diagrams and all the other stuff that'll be coming domestically. All sound is noise. I hope you perceive it to be true, because with me, you could definitely can do that. I'll be providing all these diagrams and all the stuff that you guys like to see, all the interesting stuff. I'll be supplying that in the domestic instructions. You know, we'll discuss everything, man. Here's a tuning fork right there. You see it? You see it? It's the filters. All sound has color. You see? Frequency. Got to raise up the frequency of the Blofeld and get the plugins installed. The more complex engines, I'm telling you, you can breathe, I want to say you can breathe like about $5,000 life into this at paltry $10, $15. You know, some of the kits are a little bit more pricey, but they have like 700 and something things in them. Like, what do you want? You have close to 800 things. What else do you want? That's like a mega bundle pack. So with all that said, if you need to get at me, you gotta hit the PayPal. It's febm@gmail.com, forlife@gmail.com. Excuse me, febm4life@gmail.com. You know, you can find me on Facebook. I'm on there. Corvus J. Carax. Inbox me. I will not get into disclosing too much stuff unless you're paying for the consultation time, and that's $20 an hour if you need me on the spot. If you want to get in private tuition, I told you we have to discuss this type of stuff. and I will be more than generous with everything that I know about this box. I can assure you that. And I will definitely walk you through anything that I provide as far as software plugins are concerned. Rest assured upon that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this last episode of the actual, just the phase engine and the jumbled stuff on screen. Next episodes we will probably we'll get into other stuff and playing the portraits and stuff like that, running ohms through this, that, and the other. We'll get into it more in depth. I'll catch you on the flip.